Hello and welcome to Who Rocks New Mexico. I'm Richard Holcomb. Each week we get up close and personal with the companies that rock New Mexico and take you behind the scenes to get the story behind the story. Today we'll meet Max Keeney of Centerfire Realty with more Ranches of New Mexico. Then we'll talk to Brian McCarthy and Mackenzie Bishop of Abrazo Homes. They're the young guns of Albuquerque's home building industry. And be sure to stay with us for another adventure on our Travel Guide New Mexico moment. But first, I'd like you to meet Joni Griffin of Griffin & Associates, whose job is turning perception into realities and helping businesses put their best foot forward.
People have a lot of confusion about what public relations is versus advertising, and oftentimes people think they're one and the same, and they're not. Public relations is what we call earned or free media. And so those are the news stories that you read or see or listen to on the radio. Advertising is paid space, and they really work hand in glove. Public relations should be a strategy that every business incorporates in their overall marketing plan. So when you are featured in the news media, whether that's an article or it's a blog or you're on TV in a positive light, that gives your company immediate credibility. So an example is the town of Taos. This is a client I'm particularly proud of. We have been doing the tourism marketing for the town for the past 5.5 years. And one of our strategies is that we send out press releases every single week on Taos, nationally and internationally. And what's happened with that is we're averaging now about 500 news stories a month mentioning Taos, some small publications and some very major ones. So Travel and Leisure in their September issue named Taos one of the best winter getaways. And then we send out a press release announcing that, and then that gets picked up by other publications like AOL just did that one. We sent out a press release about how dog-friendly Taos is. And we did some research, and there are more dog-friendly restaurants and hotels per capita than any other city in the United States. So we named Taos the most dog-friendly city in the United States. That got picked up majorly nationally. And so the PR just keeps repeating itself, and Taos now is at the top of all the really fabulous lists, and those lists just keep generating more media and more media and more media and more tourists.
You have to work at containing Joni, not motivating her. So she's a whirlwind. She's always got a new idea and a new direction to go, no matter what your budget is, no matter what your industry. Certainly tourism was not necessarily, when she began, a specialty of hers, but she made it a specialty, and she did incredible work for us.
So another example of a successful PR campaign is here locally, Mesa del Sol, which is a new housing development on the south end of town. Mesa del Sol had a few problems in the beginning. They kicked off with a bang, and then when the housing bust happened, they stalled for 3 years. And then 2011, we came in to take it over again, and the media was like, yeah, whatever. You know, is it for real? You started and stopped, now you're starting again. Yeah, sure. But we were successful in convincing the media of how successful the development is by once again sending out regular news releases. We did that locally as well as regionally, as well as nationally, and in industry publications. And in the 1 year time that we've had that contract, we've had over 500 stories placed on Mesa del Sol.
We've had phenomenal success in working with Griffin & Associates. Just the amount of public relations, news clips, and print media that we've received has provided a huge return on the investment.
Griffin & Associates was founded in January of 1990. We have 10 people that work here, and the average tenure of our employees is 14 years. So we've all worked together for so long. There is this synergy that happens amongst us where we can practically think each other's thoughts and usually finish each other's sentences. So when we're working on a client project, that creativity, that energy, that family relationship that we have really spurs us into all levels of new creativity.
You know, these people they're like an extension of my family, essentially, because I'm here with them all the time. And I think us being able to work so closely together, we really are able to give our clients just the best of all of us.
I mean, I think it says something too that we work in an office that is a home that's been converted into an office. So I sometimes joke, or when I bring clients here, I'll say, it's like I leave home and then I come home.
I moved to New Mexico in January of 1983, and at the time I thought I'd be here for 2 years. Well, here I am 30 years later. I love New Mexico. This community is unbelievable. I think it's one of the best places in the world to do business. People are so friendly and welcoming, and it's such a business-friendly environment, and it's a place where you can really make a mark. So it's why I've been here for 30 years, and I will be here as long as I'm here.
Up next, when it comes to the land of enchantment, here's one good old boy who really knows his stuff.
This is where many songs become one, and life dances in perfect rhythm. This is everyday life when it's embraced by the extraordinary. Like no place you've ever been before, this is Albuquerque.
This month at Frost Mortgage, we are offering our clients 3.5% 30-year fixed-rate mortgages. Do you have a 3.5% mortgage? If not, call Frost Mortgage and get one.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson.
And I'm Jerry Wilson.
And we're owners of American Tire and Service. And whether you're a customer of ours, a future customer of ours, you're very important to us and part of our family. We build our business on satisfied clients, those who live close to our location and those who drive great distances, all because of our professional service, our honesty, and the quality of work we perform. Here at American Tire, you can count on expert care from our exceptional team with innovative equipment and technology. So when you need us for a simple oil change, routine maintenance, or when that little light comes on, you'll know that we'll do the right thing the right way the first time. I've been helping people like you for more than 40 years. We're locally owned and proud to serve you. Ask for me by name, Doug Wilson, when you come in. I'd love to meet you.
American Tire and Service on Highway 528 between Southern and Northern. The only guys for you.
We're here at Mountain West Sales, your Heatilator fireplace insert headquarters with Jim Lyle. And Jim, if you've got a drafty, cold old fireplace, you can take care of that, right?
That's absolutely right. So many people have fireplaces they can't use, they're inefficient, they're cold, they're drafty. We can put an insert in there, either pellet, wood, or gas, and turn that fireplace into a real heat source.
Mountain West Sales, your Albuquerque Heatilator headquarters, 2718 University Northeast. Call 888-4464 today.
Hi, I'm William with Sadie's, inviting you to check out our new location at Santa Ana Star Casino. And I want to invite you to come in and see us for lunch in our new location. We're open 7 days a week with the same great Sadie's food. Come right into the dining room via the north entrance of the casino. Drive around back to the north and you can come right in. The new Sadie's at Santa Ana Star Casino. Join me for lunch.
New Mexico is still a place of wide open spaces, and Max Keeney of Center Fire Realty knows where most of them are.
Center Fire Real Estate started marketing farms and ranches and homes and other kinds of properties throughout New Mexico way back in 1969. When we first started selling farms and ranches in New Mexico, we primarily thought about the income from that particular operation. Nowadays, though, it's expanded out into all kinds of other opportunities. For example, wildlife and hunting and oil and gas and things like solar. Center Fire Real Estate's office is located in central New Mexico, just about 20 minutes from the Albuquerque International Airport. And we handle properties all over the state, and we have prospects and clients from all over the world. From the beginning, when we first designed our office facility, we realized there was a need for inviting people from out of state to come and stay with us. We have suites upstairs that we would invite you to come and spend an evening or even several days with us. Whether you're thinking of buying or selling real estate in New Mexico, we have a team of experts in our office who can help you along the way. We can help you with getting through the process of dealing with federal agencies like Forest Service, Bureau of Land Management, or State Land Office. We here at Centerfire Real Estate have a passion for helping you find a place that you're going to enjoy the rest of your life. We look forward to working with you. Imagine land once home to Native Americans and traveled by conquistadores, Kit Carson, Geronimo, Pat Garrett, and Oliver Lee. Imagine the contrast of 28,000 acres of beautiful ranch land with herds of buffalo, ancient ruins, and spaceport nearby. And that's exactly what you'll find at Jornada Ranch, only 11 miles east of the town of Truth or Consequences and right next door to Spaceport America.
25 years we've had this ranch. I think it's probably because we like the lifestyle and the peace, tranquility that you have on a ranch.
The Jornada Ranch is nestled between the Caballo and San Andreas Mountains. The historic El Camino Real and the Santa Fe and Atchison-Topeka Railroad line form the eastern boundary. New Mexico's largest lake, Elephant Butte, is just 8 miles to the northwest. The launch site for Spaceport America is literally next door to this property.
If a person doesn't want to step back in the 1800s and do the horseback riding and gathering of cattle, they can take a trip into outer space these days.
The Jornada Ranch headquarters includes homes, barns, corrals, tractors, an airport runway, and a hangar. Numerous wells, including a solar-powered windmill and huge storage tanks, ensure a constant supply of water for domestic, livestock, and wildlife use. The ranch is separated into 4 major fenced-in pastures with a variety of native grasses supporting up to 300 mother cows. 2 primary roads lead to the private ranch entrance, one of which is paved. The primary ranch compound includes a spacious 3-bedroom Southwestern-style home surrounded by an adobe wall with wrought iron gates. The foreman's headquarters is a large 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with a lovely 5-arch entry. A 40 by 20-foot main barn includes 3 attached sheds and several pens with a saddle barn and branding pens nearby. I'm Max Keeney with Centerfire Real Estate, and I'd love to have the opportunity to show you this ranch.
A lot of places rock our state too. Here's another Travel Guide New Mexico moment.
At the top of everybody's list when they come to Carlsbad is, of course, Carlsbad Caverns, and the only place in New Mexico that you can have lunch 752 feet below ground.
Hi, I'm Paula Bauer, Management Assistant at Carlsbad Caverns National Park. Welcome. We are glad to have you here. And this here is the natural entrance of Carlsbad Cavern. And this entrance has about 500,000 bats that fly out every summer night. And in the early 1900s, there was guano mining done here. And you know what guano mining is, right? Great fertilizer. Now, guano mining occurred for about 20 years, and then in 1923, this became a national monument under the name of Carlsbad Cave National Monument. It became Carlsbad Caverns National Park in 1930. While we're down in the cave, one thing that'll really amaze you is the immensity of it. It is a huge space, and it's like a hidden treasure down here. You walk around out here and you see all this desert cactus and everything, and it's hard to imagine these giant caves are in there. Huge holes in the ground, but very decorated. Of course, you have stalactites and stalagmites, beautiful draperies, and all kinds of wonders of nature right down here beneath our feet. The stalactites you can remember because they cling tightly to the ceiling, and stalagmites might one day reach the ceiling. In the cave, there are a few different places to go. There are a few different routes, and one of them is the natural entrance route, and you wind your way down a paved trail past Devil's Spring, and the Devil's Armchair, and the Witch's Finger, until you get to the King's Palace area, which is a guided tour of the cave. The King's Palace are smaller rooms, but very decorated. It has the King's Palace, the Papoose Room, the Queen's Chamber, and the Green Lake Room on that guided tour. You can also go into the big room, which has ceilings of 220 feet and formations like the stalagmite, the giant dome, which is 60 feet high, and things hanging from the ceiling that might surprise you, like a lion's tail, which is a stalactite with a ball of popcorn on the end, or cave popcorn as it's called, that gives it kind of a look of a lion's tail. You know, people walking through the cave might be surprised at how big it is, but did you know it was getting smaller? It's filling in, very slowly, drip by drip. Water from the surface comes down through the rock, carrying a little bit of mineral called calcite, and over time that calcite builds up. Slow-moving drops dangle on the ceiling, leaving the mineral behind to lengthen those stalactites out. Faster-moving drops fall to the ground, and the calcite then builds up, making taller stalagmites. If you've visited Carlsbad Caverns in the past, you've probably been to the visitor center, but you won't recognize it if you haven't been here in the last year. In last fall of 2008, we dedicated our new visitor center, and it's been totally redesigned, and the layout is very different. You walk in, you can get information, your tickets, and head down into the cave. That all is the same. But we do have an art exhibit that we didn't have before. And the main feature of that are real prints made by Ansel Adams, who was here visiting in the cave in the early 1930s. There are a lot of things to do here at Carlsbad Caverns. In addition to seeing the cave, you can see the cave self-guided as you walk through on your own, or carry an audio guide and hear about the different geology, history, things like that. But there are also guided tours. The guided tours can include crawling tours if you want to get down and dirty and put that hard hat on and squirm through the rocks, or lantern tours where you can walk around with just candle lanterns, much like Jim White did in the early exploration of the cave. When visiting Carlsbad Caverns, there are a couple different ways you can go in. One is this natural entrance right behind me. You can walk down this route. It takes about an hour, it's about a mile, and you go down 800 feet, which is like descending 80 stories, and come up 40 to level out at the big room level. Now you can get directly to the big room also if you take the elevator. That's just a 1-minute ride. Now the elevator will take you directly to the underground rest area. From there you go around the big room. The big room route will take about an hour, hour and a half, and it's about a mile also. But you set that pace. Again, it's self-guided, so you can go as fast or as slow as you like. You're welcome to take photos as you go through the cave, but we ask that you only have water with you, no other food, drink, tobacco, and that you not touch the cave, because it is a fragile area. Certainly walk along the trails, hold on to the handrails, but capture it just in your memories and in your photographs.
Well, this was my first trip to Carlsbad Caverns, and I can promise you it won't be my last. And I now understand why it's on the top of everybody's list when they come to visit Carlsbad.
Coming up, we'll connect with the boys from Abrazo Homes.
Be advised, we are currently 2-3 minutes from your facility. 20-year-old female restrained passenger, single vehicle rollover.
Okay, I got an unresponsive patient here, so let's go ahead and get prepared for a rapid sequence intubation. Can I get chest x-ray, please?
Having a trauma designation and having a place like UNM means that as a patient, you know when you come here, you're going to be getting excellent care.
We're at Mountain West Sales this morning with Jim Lyle, and this is your Quadra-Fire headquarters. And Jim, you've got a great new website, very important for your business today, right?
Yes, we just launched it. It's mountainwestsales.net. You can find great information on anything you could see here in the showroom, but even greater detail right from the comfort of your own home. And I especially want to direct people to the hot deals section on the homepage. We've got a couple events coming up in the next few months that are going to be big savings.
Big savings, and Quadra-Fire is part of that. mountainwestsales.net.
You got it.
When you're purchasing a property, one thing that's huge is peace of mind. When you're a buyer, there's a lot of new things. You might be a first-time home buyer. You might be somebody that's buying for the third, fourth, or fifth time. Every transaction is handled differently.
The Myers Group has been a real pleasure to work with. Joe went to work and he nailed it perfectly and helped us get the deal closed, and we moved into the house just a week ago Monday.
When you're purchasing a property, how to open escrow, how to make offers, what's normal, what's customary. You need to know that you're getting the right financing, the right deal. And you need to know the difference between resale, new construction, everything else that's out there, all your options. When we represent you, we're your eyes and ears. We're the ones out there. When that property hits the market, if you're out of state, you're not available, you're at work, we can go out there, shoot those photos for you, shoot that video, that YouTube video, email it to you so that way you don't miss out. So if you're in the market for buying or selling a property, keep the Myers Group in mind. I guarantee we'll add value to your life.
Hi, I just saw Robert Wagner on television reading a script about reverse mortgages. You know, Robert doesn't know anything about reverse mortgages, but I do. Every month at Frost Mortgage, we loan hundreds of thousands of dollars to seniors to eliminate their mortgage payments for the rest of their lives. How much better would your life be if you didn't have a mortgage payment to make next month? If you're 62 or older, give us a call and we'll show you how this wonderful mortgage program works.
Kids have a way of capturing our hearts. So how about opening your heart to some very special kids? The kids at El Ranchito de los Niños. El Ranchito is a loving and caring home in Los Lunas for children, dedicated to keeping brothers and sisters together. A place where kids can discover life can be normal, happy, and safe. A place where they can grow and grow up with their brothers and sisters. There are so many ways that you can help. Learn more at elranchitonm.org. Please do it today.
Find your new appliances at Builder's Source Appliance Gallery. We're open to the public, open for you, with more appliances than any other showroom in the Southwest. All the major name brands, all at the best price. Washers, dryers, and refrigerators, cooktops and ovens, wine coolers and barbecues. Everything you want, everything you need. Plus, we offer professional delivery and installation. The right appliances at the right price right now. Builder's Source Appliance Gallery on Manal in Albuquerque and on Pacheco Road in Santa Fe.
For the last few years, the home building market has been tough, but Brian McCarthy and Mackenzie Bishop have found the right product at the right time to rock New Mexico for today's home buyer.
My name is Brian McCarthy, and I'm the founder of Abrazo Homes, along with my business partner, Mackenzie Bishop. I've been involved with production building for the last 11 years. Was formerly part of one of the larger home builders here in town, but found a great opportunity in 2010 to start Abrazo Homes.
My name is Mackenzie Bishop. I'm one of the owners here at Abrazo Homes. I do pretty much everything. I'm pretty much in charge of all the construction aspects, a lot of the purchasing and back office aspects as well, and really just make sure that we deliver the home that customers are expecting when they make their purchase with us.
In recent years, we found that actually a lot of first-time homeowners and empty nesters are actually choosing to downsize a little bit in the market, and people aren't going out and buying the 3,000 square foot, 3-car garage homes like they used to in the years past. So we started Abrazo Homes because we identified a niche in the market where people were looking for smaller, reasonable, but yet tasteful homes.
The other thing that we really wanted to do differently here at Abrazo Homes is the buying experience. It was very important for us to bring a different process and experience as people purchase and build their homes with us. So from the very beginning, as they're choosing their colors or maybe making some changes to tailor a specific floor plan to their families, all the way to seeing that come to fruition and giving them their keys, it's a very gratifying process for us.
All of our homes feature a full Whirlpool appliance package. That includes refrigerator, washer dryer, a microwave, and of course the range and dishwasher as well. And we get all of our appliances from Builder's Source here in Albuquerque.
Brian McCarthy and the folks at Abrazo Homes build such a great home full of innovative features.
We furnish Whirlpool appliances for Abrazo Homes, which exemplifies the quality, value, and the technology that they put in their homes.
We also include blinds on every window, a home security system, and also the full home automation system. So we use the iPad or any mobile device to control your lighting, your front door lock, your thermostats, and many other features throughout the home.
It's nice to be able to just, get on my phone and connect to it and see, make sure lights are on or off, or, adjust the thermostat or whatever I need to do.
One of the things we're most proud of here at Abrazo Homes is our alliance and our involvement with the Wounded Warrior Project. We make a donation of $250 for every single home we've closed to the Wounded Warrior Project because they've sacrificed so much for us and for our safety.
The favorite part for me is seeing the people's faces when you can see that what we've done has really kind of hit the nail on the head with what they were looking for.
And we are just absolutely delighted to come into a smaller home. We've been more than pleased with the Abrazo team here. They have just gone the extra mile for everything. And we really, really love our place.
When customers kind of give you that smile and say, this has really been the kind of experience that I just could have never imagined or expected in 2012, that's the really gratifying part for me.
Being a first-time home owner, the experience was daunting, but with the guidance of McKinsey and Warren and the sales office, we had the most amazing experience.
Well, Abrazo Homes has more than doubled in the last 2 years. We've been off to a tremendous start. We hope to grow our company, and we hope to keep the affordable segment of new construction alive and well in Albuquerque for years to come.
So the future of Abrazo Homes, we really feel is very bright. Every day when we get out of bed, it's exciting because we really feel that we have the opportunity to create a different kind of company where we can be the light on top of the hill for a lot of home buyers out there.
We usually are able to help customers find exactly what they need. And over the course of construction, we develop some nice relationships with our customers, and we get to see the kids moving themselves into their bedrooms and the families setting up around the fireplace around Christmas time. It really is a great experience to work with customers throughout the home building process.
There are many dentists around New Mexico, many of whom offer similar services. So what makes Dr. Greg Lepore of Smiles by Design so different? Well, you're about to see.
I honestly believe my staff is one of the best in the industry or in dentistry. And we spend a lot of time teaching them our philosophies, and I think they understand that and they know that very well. And through that, they can take better care of our patients. And our patients, it's really important to develop this partnership and a lifelong relationship with them.
One of our goals is to let people know how much they can appreciate their smile, how much we can do to improve their smile so that they can really enjoy it for a lifetime.
It's about seeing that change in that individual, to see their mouth go from maybe unhealthiness or having some disease to where they're happy and healthy. So, we're committed to that and we work with them closely.
My name is Laura, and I'm a dental technician here in the office, and I've been with Dr. Lepore for 17 years. The thing I like most is being able to give somebody confidence to smile where they may have been self-conscious and not wanted to smile because they disliked something about their teeth.
I have to say, I really enjoy coming to work every day. I have a wonderful staff, and they bless me every day. I enjoy coming to work. I get to interact with them, and you get to enjoy what you do. Luckily, dentistry is one of my hobbies, and it also happens to be my job. And so hopefully that passion shows through all of us.
Well, that's Who Rocks for this week. If you'd like to watch any of our Who Rocks segments and find out how your business or organization can rock New Mexico, we invite you to go online to whorocksnm.com. I'm Richard Holcomb, inviting you to join us again next week for another Who Rocks New Mexico. Have a great week, everybody.